Right, so far we have created our first commit. We've added the landing page. So the next thing we might want to do is work on another feature, or perhaps share with what we have so far with the rest of the team. Okay, so to do that, we'll create. We have a local repository. Our local repository is under the .git directory over here. But when we join a team, what we'll do is that we'll have a remote repository that we can all share. All right? So let's create that remote repository. Let's go to Git. Let's see. We'll say Git Januzzi. So this is my repo here, and let's go into repositories and create a new repository. And we'll call it, I'll use the name of the project for the name of the repository so I can keep it straight in my head. So it says new repository. I say yes, create a new repository. This remote repository, there's nothing special about this repository other than we can all agree as a team that this is a special repository just because we all agree. Right? It's the one that we're all going to share. And this gives us some ideas on how we can start pushing content in here. Right now it's empty, there's nothing there. It says, well, you should initialize a local repository, which we've done already. You should add some source code and some commits. We've done this already. The only thing we need to do is add this as a remote repository to my local repository. Right now, in my local repository, we don't have any remotes. We can say git remote, and currently we don't have any remotes. Right, so what we're going to do is that we're going to use this command git remote add, which is going to add this URL, right, this repository we just created as a remote, so I can push my local to the remote. Make sense? So that I can share with everybody. So we're going to do that. It's been added, so if I do git remote now, I do have origin. Now this origin is that name origin is a special name. It means that this is the default remote repository. I can have many remote repositories, okay, that I could be sharing multiple folks. Okay, but this is the default one. It has a special name, origin, and that's how it's added, right? Git remote add and origin. We could have chosen another name, right? But origin has a special name. It has a special meaning, just like index. Index.html is a special name. Right? It means the default file that gets served up, right? All right, excellent. So we've done that, and now we can push. Right, we can push our content. In our master branch, we can push it to the remote origin repository. Okay, so let's copy that. We can push, and now it's going to take. let's keep working on our local one, and then as the remote one gets created, we can then try again a little later. Anyway, so where were we? Let's see. Let me switch gears here. Okay. We are on the master branch. And we're going to work on a different feature, right? So we created the landing page. Another feature that the assignment asked you to work on was the creation of a couple of controllers, right? Creating a controller that you learn how to use or create RESTful services. So let's do that next.